In the next 5 years, Earth is overwhelmingly likely to surge again and again past the international climate threshold set as safe and shatter its hottest year record along the way, according to new United Nations climate projections. The World Meteorological Organization, WMO, and the UK's Meteorological Office say there's a 70% chance that the average global temperature between 2026 and 2030 will exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius since pre-industrial times. There's a 91% chance that at least one of the next 5 years will shoot past the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold, and an 86% chance that one of those years will smash the record for Earth's hottest year set in 2024, the WMO report warns. Nearly all the shorter-term forecasts call for a strong El Niño, a natural warming of parts of the Central Pacific that alters weather worldwide and spikes global temperatures, to form soon. The WMO report says it could stretch all the way to 2028.
Four Italian cities are expected to be on red alert warnings with temperatures exceeding 30 degrees on Thursday. Even Pope Leo XIV came to the aid of a man who fainted while queuing to shake hands with the pontiff in St. Peter's Square on Wednesday. The cities affected include Rome, Florence, Bologna and Turin, according to local media citing the Italian Health Ministry. Meanwhile, tourists in Rome are feeling the heat.
In the daytime, we went up to the Colosseum and it was very, very hot. So, if you dress for the weather, have your parasol, have your sunglasses, have factor 50.
As long as you stick to the shadows, it's doable. But I don't want to go into the basilisk now. It's way too hot to go into the waiting row.
Yeah, I can't tolerate this weather. But I'm only a visitor. I wish good luck to everyone living here.
According to Italy's health ministry, a red warning alert means that the heat poses a risk to the health of the general population, not just vulnerable groups. People have been advised to limit their movements.
And now we've got much
Researchers on a Greenpeace expedition are exploring the Arctic deep sea, one of the least known wildernesses on Earth. More specifically, they are exploring the so-called banana hole to search for undiscovered species and ancient ecosystems. The banana hole is a remote and mysterious area of the Arctic high seas that lies in international waters, located between Norway and Greenland. Greenpeace says it is home to seamounts, or underwater mountains, as well as volcanic hot springs, which it says acts as a living library of our planet's history. However, despite of its importance, the environmental organization says the banana hole is under threat of deep-sea mining. The Greenpeace vessel departed earlier this month for a month-long expedition to raise awareness on the danger of deep-sea mining. They are now live streaming from depths down to 3,000 meters until the 30th of May, and the expedition is expected to last until early June.
Ugandan authorities on Wednesday ordered the closure of the border with its neighbor, the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, as suspected cases of a rare type of Ebola surged to near 1,000. The decision by the Ugandan Ebola Task Force comes as other variants of the virus emerge and follows a rise in local health workers exposed to the virus by Congolese patients who crossed before the outbreak was declared on the 15th of May. According to the Ugandan Ministry of Health, travel across the Congo border will be authorized only in emergency cases, including for the outbreak response, cargo, or security reasons. Uganda has reported 7 cases of Ebola, including the first case of a 59-year-old man who died in Kampala, the capital, on the 14th of May. In Congo, there have been some 228 deaths. While the caseload in Uganda is not spiking, the number of locals exposed to infection via health workers has been rising.
At least 16 children have been killed and dozens injured after a fire ripped through a girls' dormitory at a school in Kenya. Distraught parents were being held outside the school buildings by authorities as investigators raced to identify the victims.
We realized that the message was all over the country, and we thought it was only fair to confirm that 16 persons have since passed on. But then this creates also another trouble for us, which is the anxiety among the parents, trying to know who of them has lost their loved ones.
The school is linked to the National Police Service, and therefore most pupils of the school are the children of officers. The cause of the fire is not yet known.
The European Commission hit Chinese online retailer Temu with a €200 million fine on Thursday. The EU investigation found the e-commerce giant didn't do enough to protect consumers from illegal products.
Temu reaches 130 million consumers in the European Union, but the company has not properly assessed the risks of illegal products being sold on its marketplace. What products are we talking about? Dangerous toys for kids, small electronics without proper label, clothes and jewelry containing harmful chemicals, to name just a few.
Preliminary findings last year revealed Temu was exposing consumers to dangerous products such as harmful baby toys and faulty chargers. The bloc issued the penalty under the Digital Services Act, or DSA, a rule book that requires online platforms to protect internet users from harmful content or dodgy goods. Temu did not respond immediately to a request for comment. Work is underway in Poland to restrict access to social media for children under the age of 15. The bill could take effect as early as next year.
Temat stał się ważny, bo jak pokazują badania, mamy coraz większy problem z tym, że social media, ich wpływ na dzieci, szczególnie w tej pierwszej fazie rozwojowej, jest wpływem, który często wywołuje różne działania niepożądane czy wręcz negatywne.
The Polish proposal stipulates that social media platforms will have to verify users' ages more effectively.
To nie jest proste zadanie. Przykład australijski pokazuje, że wprowadzenie pewnych obostrzeń, na przykład granicą wieku, od której dopiero można być obecnym, na przykład na niektórych platformach, skutkowało ograniczeniem tej aktywności, ale później powrotem wielu z tych osób do social mediów, na przykład korzystając z tożsamości innych osób.
The debate surrounding the new regulations also concerns the limits of state interference in the internet and freedom of speech. The senator argues, however, that the state must have the tools to enforce the new regulations.
Państwo ma możliwość korzystania z regulatorów z sankcją najdalej idącą, ograniczenia czy wręcz pozbawienia możliwości świadczenia określonych usług.
Over 77% of polls support a ban on social media use for people under the age of 15.
A 4-day football festival kicked off on Thursday at Hero Square in Budapest as a side event to the Champions League final. The free event features skill competitions and other activities for football fans from all over the world.
Norvégiából onnan jöttünk haza így a döntőre megnézni, hát meglátjuk. Szerintem nyerni fogunk, ez a lényeg.
On Thursday at the festival, there were more Arsenal fans than PSG supporters.
I think we've got a better defence than them. I think we'll win it, just 2-1 Arsenal, corners. We're going to win by corners.
One of the most popular activities at the event was taking photos with the Champions League trophy. Some 10 kilometers away, a community football field made from recycled packaging materials was unveiled in time for the Champions League final. Hungarian football player Dominik Szoboszlai also attended the ceremony. As a Liverpool midfielder, he has faced both finalists this season.
Saját tapasztalatból tudom, és játszottam mind a két csapat ellen. A PSG-t mondanám esélyesebbnek, de ilyen szinten az, hogy ki az esélyesebb, vagy ki nem, az bármi megtörténhet. Arsenalnak elképesztően jó csapata van.
Anyone can use the artificial turf field for free without prior registration.